Picture this. Dawn cracks over Venice, and the lagoon glitters like someone spilled molten gold across the water. But the real sparkle isn't the sunrise, it's the reflection off Jeff Bezos' 125-meter super yacht wedged beside St. Mark's like a spoiler on a classic painting. Gondoliers grumble, Vaporetto captains re-route, and a parade of paparazzi skims along the Grand Canal. Lenses locked on the floating palace that's basically Amazon Prime in boat form. Inside, Bezos' net worth orbiting Pluto tightens his cufflinks, checks the mirror, and probably thinks, nice little town. I'll rent it for the weekend. Meanwhile, Lauren Sanchez descends a marble staircase in a gown rumored to cost enough to rebuild 3 Venetian bridges. The dress is a cosmic mashup, part astronaut couture, part Barbie's dream drapery, studied with crystals that refract every flashbulb like a disco ball on rocket fuel. Social feeds detonate. Half the world calls it visionary, the other half calls the fashion police. And everyone agrees the hemline looks like it's trying to escape Earth's gravity. But who needs taste when you have stratospheric bankroll and a hotline to Vogue's most pliable editor? Day 1, a foam-drenched yacht. Pre-party. Picture Billionaire beer pong, except the cups are Baccarat crystal and the ping pong balls are pearls. DJ spins retro Euro house, Oprah bops next to Orlando Bloom, and Tom Brady fields questions about whether he'll unretire a 3rd time to quarterback Bezos' private football league. Somewhere near the bow, Kris Jenner livestreams a just another Saturday vibe check while silently calculating how to pivot Bezos' yacht into the next season of Kardashians' Italian takeover. Every corner screams content. Drone shots swooping under bridges. Slow-mo, champagne sprays, you had to be there selfies geotagged #VenetiaView.VENETINS. They're not amused. Cafes that usually serve locals macchiatos are fenced off, behind velvet ropes. Water taxis vanish, rehired as VIP shuttles. Protest banners ripple over every canal bridge. Nitrogen monoxide for Bezos oligarchy, off board, free Palestine. Discs hoist a papier match Bezos in a tiny tux and yeet it into the water. The splash echoing under 700-year-old arches. Tourists gape, influencers pivot their ring lights to catch the protest for clout, and city officials sigh at the overtime bill for extra police, trash crews, extra everything. Nightfall, palazzo lanterns flicker. The formal ceremony really just a narrative device. Because they legally wed last month in Californian furls like a blockbuster teaser. Violinists crank batch, rose petals float down from a hidden drone swarm, and Bezos' vows include a joke about next day shipping on eternal love. Guests roar, publicists take notes. And we cut to a decadent feast where truffles the size of softballs ride gilded platters past people whose calorie counts restart at midnight because, spoiler, they've booked tomorrow's wellness yacht with cryopods and 4drips.q day 2, aka sleepwear soiree. Imagine the world's most expensive slumber party inside a palazzo dripping with frescoes older than electricity. Bezos strolls in wearing silk pajamas custom embroidered with tiny blue origin rockets. Lauren rocks a satin romper that costs more than a college tuition. Bill Gates wears flannel. He probably coded Windows 95 in just for the bit. Staff distribute monogrammed eye masks and $500 lavender-infused pillows to guests who will not be sleeping. Neon uplighting pulses off Carrara marble, turning history into a Miami club at 3 a.m. Alistair's clink crystal tumblers and trade. Power plays disguised as pillow talk. Your movie slate needs streaming. Let's chat on the helipad. Need distribution in 140 countries. I happen to know a guy. Somewhere between courses of caviar-stuffed oysters and midnight matcha gelato. Bezos's PR team drops the press release. We're celebrating Venetian culture. We sourced local vendors. We've donated a generous few million to preservation funds. Internet eyes roll so hard you can hear them. A few million from a $250 billion fortune. That's like tossing sofa change at a sinking ship. Literally apt, given Venice's waterlogged future. But the headline trends. Mission accomplished, day 3 sunrise. And we're back on the yacht, because why have one climax when you can have 3? Helicopters hover like dragonflies, capturing sweeping shots for the inevitable documentary Amazon Studios hasn't announced yet. The guest list thickens with cameo arrivals. Ivanka Trump sails in on a vintage Riva. Sydney Sweeney snaps a teaser for her next thriller, and a cluster of crypto bros anchor off the stern, hoping someone mistakes them for invitees. The air smells like salt, seaweed, and uncut ambition. Now zoom out. Remember Bezos circa 1997? Over-caffeinated, hunched behind a door-turned desk in a strip mall office, betting the farm on people buying books online. Fast forward through dot-com chaos, rocket launches, Washington Post acquisition, a super yacht, longer than a missile cruiser. And you land here, transforming one of humanity's cultural crown jewels into a weekend content farm. The wedding isn't indulgence. It's product placement for the Bezos brand. 2.0, from frugal disruptor to imperial tastemaker. Rubbing elbows with every Oscar voter and Grammy board member he might need next quarter. Fans ask, why weren't we invited? Critics ask, why? Weren't the billions donated to, say, global literacy? The truth hovers between those questions like a drone with perfect gimbal stabilization. Power courts, power, courts, power. Influence needs spectacle. And modern mythology demands we all watch, argue, repost, and feed the algorithm that keeps their names and channels like ours perpetually trending. So here's the real kicker. Did anyone involved genuinely care about the vows, the dress, the Baroque ceilings? Or was the entire 3-day microstate engineered to harvest headlines? Secure alliances and remind the rest of us that in 2025, visibility is the ultimate currency. Maybe it's both. Maybe Jeff Bezos can love lavishly and leverage strategically. In the same breath, maybe Lauren Sanchez gets to live her jet-set fairy tale while doubling as the face of a re-engineered Bezos public image. And maybe the guest actors, moguls, heirs understand that proximity equals capital. Whether measured in dollars, roles, or streaming deals, now it's your turn. Does spending $48 million on a performative party while Venice literally sinks feel like a harmless rich guy flex or a dystopian fever dream? Were those star-studded hugs genuine or contractual? Drop your hottest take below. No keyboard warriors spurdoned if you're addicted to dissecting power, privilege, and the crazy circus we call celebrity culture. Punch that subscribe button so hard the algorithm winces. We've got fresh drama brewing daily, from yacht decks to boardrooms, from Met Gala carpets to secret Vegas weddings. Keep your notifications on, your opinions loud, and remember, in a world where billionaires treat history like a movie set, the only admission fee is your attention. And you just paid in full?